The main character comes to the Melody telling him that they're going to war against the enemy country. He's hoping that if the Melody joins the military, typically takes a certain high position, and it's found out later down the line that he won them a war, everyone's opinion of him will change, especially after it's revealed that he had been a spy. And he tells the Melody the 3 head positions will be him, Mercy, and Yuming Lake. He tells him that if the Melody wants, he can take Yuming Lake's position. He tells the main character none of this will work. He can take a position lower and be by the main character's side as an attendant, but he can't take one of the higher positions, especially from Yuming Lake, since Yuming Lake is controlling the branch that's made up pure blood nobles. Even if they give him a fake identity of a pure blood noble, they will not listen to him. They won't take his word. It's best to let her have the position. He also states that what happens if his disguise was ruined and everyone finds out who he is? This will cause their military to scramble. It will cause chaos, especially if they're already fighting. The third reason is his memories are floppy. He's losing consciousness. He's losing lucidity. It will not be wise for him to be leading an army, but he will stay by the main character's side as an attendant. Yes, I forgot to say this, but the male lead is losing his memories. The memories he got from the time mirror weren't even real memories, so he's only lucid for a short period of time. He loses some of his memories daily or partially throughout the day, and he has to write to himself to remember certain things. Because again, he's only lucid for a short period of time. He doesn't know when all of his memories will be gone. It scares him and terrifies him that one day he will go back to what he was like throughout book 1 and 2 and the first portion of book 3. It terrifies him that he's going to go back to that mindset. The state proctor of the Indian country, he's the one in actual power. He's the one making all the decisions. He has all the control. Yes, there is a king, but this king does not have any power compared to the state proctor. And the state proctor has spies in the main character's country. He knows what everyone is doing. Now, he doesn't fully know that the male lead is in the military. All he knows is the male lead is back at the main character's palace, bed rested from the torture he had gone through. But yes, he is the one in power, and yes, the male lead and the main character, they're fooling around in the main character's barracks. They got some time alone, and at first they weren't going to go all the way, but the male lead goes into heat. Basically, demons have heats and ruts, and what they thought at the demon island, it was just the drugs the demon queen had put out for all her demons. No, it was demon instincts mixed with the drug she put out. So the male lead has gone into heat like an omega. He's even full on producing silk. He's begging, he's crying. He needs the main character to dominate him, control him, and put it in him. And I was like, ooh, is he gonna end up pregnant? Like, I know Meat Bun loves her impreg tropes, or at least talking about impreg, even though impreg doesn't actually happen from case file condemnium. But like, is impreg probably possible? Because he's producing silk. He's producing silk and he's going into what is basically a heat. Like, Main character and the male lead, they talk about Mercy. They talk about the ring Mercy gave the male lead. They talk about how Mercy had to try saving the male lead from Crane, how he searched for the main character to go save the male lead from Crane. And it's typically think it's because of Dominic experiments, but it's also could be the fact that Mercy wanted to protect the male lead, and there's more between the male lead and his relationship. This is what the main character says, but the male lead puts it down. They also talk about Mercy's relationship with the Emperor and how the Emperor, he might be putting this on acts to keep the Emperor from hating upon him, scorning him, and thinking he's an enemy because one, his grandfather tried usurping the throne, and also because the former Emperor tried giving him the throne instead of the current Emperor. And so they think he might be putting on an act. But again, the male lead puts this down because, again, the new emperor wouldn't be spoiling and pampering Mercy if this was the case. Mercy also has always been like this personality-wise. He's just started taking the drugs now. But he's been a little more of a competitive child back when he was younger, and now he's less competitive. And they also noticed that his personality kind of did change sometime after the Melly turned traitor. So again, I think there's more between the Mellied and Mercy, just like the main character theorized. The Mellied also tells the main character about Mercy's childhood. So yes, they have a full-on conversation about this. Yu-Ming Lake tries again to get with the main character, and the main character turns her down again. And I'm like, girl, just give up. He does not want you. You've been trying for decades to be with him, and this man has repeatedly told you he does not like you. Honey, you are a princess. You are leading a military force. You are a top healer. You can have any man you want, and you're going after this man. Honey, just give up on him. This is why I don't fully trust her feelings for the main character, because she turns around telling everybody there's nothing going on between us, but then repeatedly, when they're alone, trying to get in his pants or try to ask him out. And I'm like, girl, just stop. You can have anybody you want. You are a princess. Why are you going after this man who will not give you a day of his life? Just do someone else. Be with someone else. There's so many eligible men you can have. Just give up on this man. I'm thinking I should not trust Evening Snow as far as I can throw him. So at the get-go of the book, the main character and Mellied goes to visit him. It's a holiday thing. They're visiting him. The Mellied goes searching for something, finds Evening Snow's late wife's memorial, realizes it hasn't been taken care of for a very long time. This makes him wary and anxious, makes me wary and anxious. The Mellied reveals to us readers that Evening Snow had to marry his wife out of obligations. His wife's family had fallen from grace. They were betrothed. So out of obligations, he married her because he's quote-unquote a nice guy. But not long after they married, she died. She full-on died. I'm starting to think he set up her to die. Yes, they were probably serving in the military, right? Say they were fighting in a military. But I think he set her up to die. I am not kidding. I think he did. The main character and Melly, you know how they slept with each other? Well, someone overheard them sleeping together, but assumed the main character and Yu-Ming Lake slept with each other, so the rumors spread. It also didn't help that one of the soldiers in the main character's camp had seen the Mellied and the main character out with each other, but they didn't recognize the Mellied because he was in a disguise, so they assumed the person in disguise was Yu-Ming Lake. So on top of that rumor and this rumor, everyone thinks the two are fooling around, sleeping with each other behind everybody's back. And the main character's refusing to do the honorable thing of actually marrying her. And her uncle full-on comes to him, and he's one of the guys trying to force this relationship to happen. He's making a whole big, huge scene over it. And the main character has had enough of this. Because again, he's repeatedly told people over and over again, there's nothing happening between them. He's not chasing her. He does not want to be with her. The one who's been doing the chasing has been her this entire time, but he's not going to dishonor her reputation like this. He rips everyone a new one for dishonoring her reputation anyways by spreading that she had spread her legs for somebody. He does admit to sleeping with someone. He doesn't tell who it is, but he admits to sleeping with someone. But he rips everyone a new one for spreading these rumors that these things are not going to happen. He is furious that people won't let go of the ship of him and Yu-Ming Lake. He has somebody he loves and cares for decades, and that is the Mellied, not her.